before the cow hits your leg, not go walk it out. What's up? Prince Sports here, man. That's what happened to Conor McGregor tonight, man. He broke that leg. He did the stanky leg, Mr. Chicken Leg. It's probably time for Conor McGregor to retire. Bro, you had a good career, but you came into this fight looking out of shape. You were skinny, like Pookie crackhead skinny. That means it's time to retire, man. I don't know what you're doing, what your workout regimen is, but you ain't that dude, like you used to be. You was a much better fighter back in the day. But you do have issues with, stamina and things of that, nature. You got to kind of get guys out of there a little more quick, because stamina doesn't play on your side too well. And once you get knocked down to the ground and, the guy starts, executing his moves, it's hard for Conor McGregor to get out of that. He's not a good, when it comes to defense or getting himself out of those type of situations when he's getting curled up and the guy starts pounding on him. I mean, once the guy starts pounding on him, it's a wrap. Now this is my big pet peeve with UFC fights. Being the fact that these fights end on quicker time because they're more realistic, style of fighting. It's kind of like one punch could just knock you out, kind of just like guys on the block fighting basically sometimes, right? But that still doesn't warrant $70, okay? For people paying $70 for UFC fights, I think that's a big ripoff. You get a lot of fights on the card, but half of these fights, all these fights that on this undercard and all these the pre card that happened before the main event, I got to watch that, and half of those fights was all ending in 1 to 3 rounds. None of these fights was lasting. All right, I did get to watch some of the fights for free because the main event is the one where they start charging you money for. But me personally, Conor McGregor is thinking about getting back into boxing. He wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao at one point. My personal opinion is, hey, man, if you're going to keep making that payday, then keep fighting because people keep paying to see you. They wasted $70 to see you fight now. I know I sure wasn't going to waste $70 to see you fight. The fact that I'm going to pay full dollar for the Manny Pacquiao fight is another story and another world within itself. But me personally, man, McGregor, get your ass out of the octagon, dog. Retire. All right? But then again, I can't tell another man what to do. If that's still in your heart, you still want to go out there and collect a payday for taking L's, go ahead. Me personally, I wouldn't be doing that no more if I'm Conor McGregor. I'll fall back. You made a lot of money off UFC. You're probably one of the most highest paid fighters from UFC, along with Ronda Rousey. See what she did. She went into WWE. She went to all this other stuff, and she left, and she couldn't make a comeback. You're like Ronda Rousey for the men's division, Ironically, both of you guys aren't stamina warriors, Once Ronda goes down, she can't sustain the fight for a real long time either, So it is what it is with both of you guys. But nevertheless, it was a good fight. 1 round of a good fight. Thank God I didn't get to watch this thing by paying for it because I wasn't going to pay for it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, sports out. What y'all think about the Conor McGregor fight? Peace.